Hey, you guys, it's your girl Creative Solutions. So I was like, we keep rescheduling lives. I'm like, I need to just come up here and maybe just do a short live for the people, whoever is supporting me and who's here. so yeah, in today's video, I wanted to talk about frequency and not playing into empathy. And I really like topics like this because I'm all into a new age era of spirituality, thinking outside the box, doing things that are much more easier and more productive. And I never was like this until, after some hard life lessons of me thinking life was supposed to be hard and challenging and you know, having your boat and going up the stream and not going with the flow after many setbacks and some come ups, I have learned that life is supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be hard. And I have also come to the realization that when we think life is hard, we put out that energy, and therefore it does become hard. It does, you know, life has to prove you right. So I have been in my era right now. So far, I have just been meditating for the past 3 or 4 days. You know, I have been realigning myself to a new frequency, and I'm not just talking about just trying to level up, but I'm talking about having baseline, a new baseline. Because when you're relaxed and you're not thinking of anything. Oh, hey, DJ Witch Doctor. Hey, A-Dub. So, yeah. So, back to what I was saying. So, I'm trying to raise my baseline frequency. And what I mean by that is if you're just relaxing, you're chilled, you're not thinking about anything, you normally have a higher frequency. And sometimes things come up, feelings and emotions that you don't even know that are there. And the only way you can allow that stuff to purge out and filter out is if you meditate and if you relax. And I have been doing that for the past, I'm not gonna lie, for the past couple of months. But I've really been intense in doing it really this month, the beginning of this year. And I have seen a total shift. And the shift I've seen is, when you're normally going out through the hustle and the bustle of life, you know, things become a little bit challenging. I have seen it when I'm in chaos in my mind and I have disharmony. And I'm not talking about, oh my God, you got chaos and you're going through shit. I'm talking about when you're not in the flow and you're not, your mind is clear, so you could be in the present moment. And I find that when I'm in the present moment and I am totally relaxed, things come to me so fast. Like, you ever heard when people be like, yo, I be out and about and I be trying to get a park and I can't get a park every time I come up in here and I got to park all the way in the back? I'm talking about when things are going good, like you get that parking spot right there. There's no lines at the bank. There's no lines at the grocery store. You get everything you want at the grocery store and it's within your budget. You go out, you say hi to people, and you might meet some really nice people on the way. Like, I feel like that's a whole another world that anybody could tap into. And it's not just, and people talk about this all of the time, right? And anybody could tap into it. And I don't know if other people are listening or other people are experiencing this, but I feel like we're in a new age era of frequency where things are becoming easier the more we do our inner work and the more we let go of things things that we always think about on a, on an everyday basis. So the new age era is the inner work. It's not the outer work. It's not the hustling hard, trying to get this promotion. Being, I've seen people do some outrageous things to get promoted. Be like the most shittiest people just to get promoted, do people bad just to get promoted. And I'm talking about an easier life where things come to you naturally. And I think we can all experience that. Like I really truly feel like that, you know? And right now I'm experiencing that now. And it's crazy how I was living in chaos all these years. He said, did it start? No, this just started. So yeah, I was living in complete chaos until, for a lot of years, especially when I was in the service. And it's not now that I actually relaxed that life is just easy. All of a sudden, things comes easily, ideas come easily, you know. So I'm just stating here, I feel like we're living in a new age era, and people be like, I don't like this era because it's like this, but I feel like this is the era that you want to live in. Like, I don't know about you or anybody else, but we are living in an era that you don't have to work for people if you don't want to work. We live in an era where there's so many opportunities for what you want to do. It's just crazy. We live in an era that, we can create our own realities. We don't have to, hustle and bustle. And obviously, it is a mindset because you have to believe it's possible before you even think about getting to that position. Yeah, your belief system got to be there. That's number one. But yeah, all of these things are possible. And I just came on here to tap into that. And I also want to talk about frequency and high pitch sound. So normally as I'm, going through my urban life, I be hearing these high pitch sounds like irksome, like high pitches. And sometimes I feel like it's taking me up a frequency. And sometimes it could be a warning sign too. So I don't know if anybody's experiencing high pitch frequencies. Some people could probably say, "Oh, you got tinnitus." I don't know if you guys know tinnitus, but I was in the service and I was in the engine room and it was pretty loud, but I don't think it's that. I really don't think it's that. But like I be having high pitch frequencies, and I remember I was just walking to my car, and it's this house that's like right next to my car. And every time I walk past the house, I would hear the high pitch frequency. And I don't know if it's a warning call or something, but I hear it, and it's just like, oh my gosh, is this like you ever be like, do you hear that? Do you feel that? And people saying how I be like, you know what? I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm a different type of human, but anyway. So for me, I have a strong like senses when it comes to smell. My like smell and my senses are super strong. Like he said, how come? Because I can show your chat on the screen, Oscar Rodriguez. See, look, I can show your chat on the screen. I'm doing the controls. But yeah, I could hear it. And I have a strong sense of smell. Like some people be like, why you be talking about you could smell somebody's pheromones and you could smell their body odor? It's not even that. I could actually smell somebody's pheromones. Like I can smell somebody and I can and that will let me know if I'm attracted to them or if I'm not. And that's something on the next level. I have a strong sense of smell, but now I'm learning that I could actually hear frequencies. I didn't even know that, and now I could hear frequencies. Yeah, my strong sense of smell is really out there. Like I think I did a video about how I could smell the type of energies that are around somebody just based on their smell. Like I could smell the trauma, I could smell the lifestyle, I could smell that shit from a mile away. Like some people got some familiar smells and they carrying around the same set of demons or whatever, or same set of entities around them. And I could just smell it. I could just smell it from a mile away. And I already know. I'm like, okay, so I already know what that is. And then and I'm not saying I'm not here to judge it, but I'm just saying that I could smell it. And I could also go in the household and I could smell like flowers and roses, and I could smell the higher essence of a household too. So it goes both ways. I could tell from a mile away what it is. And then some people don't have any smells at all. Some people are just neutral and you don't smell anything. So, you know, it goes hand in hand sometimes. But yeah, I have a very, very strong smell when it comes to my nose. Like I could tell. I could, just by the smell alone, I could tell a lot, you know. But that's just I always had a strong sense of smell. He says sounds like weight animals. The reason we give women flowers. Yes, we do give women flowers. Flowers are nice, they're beautiful, and they got a nice strong smell. And you can take the flowers and the petals and you can put them in some oil or you can put them in some water and let them sit out, and then you can use that as a spray or a mist. There's a lot of things that you could do with flowers. Even make it into like a little perfume per se and all of that. Oh, hey Candy Cane. Hey, Big Giz. Everybody in the chat. Hey, y'all. I decided to do a live because I was supposed to do a live, and I had to postpone it. But we talking about new age frequency, and we talking about how we live in a new era now where you can tap in to your own heaven on earth just by using your mind and just by clearing the channels in your head. If you just clear the clutter, you can actually tap into a new like heaven on earth if you was to just tap into it. And it could be easily done. And I feel like anybody could tap into and experience heaven on earth. And that's what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about the new age era of frequency and how everybody is on it now. And I'm not saying everybody, but most people who I tapped in, they are on it, they can see it, and they want to experience it. And you can experience it. It is achievable. And that's what I'm talking about. Oh, and then I want to talk about not playing into empathy. So I noticed on my journey in life, I used to have a lot of problems, but I used to bring those problems to me because I used to care about other people. Somebody said talk that shit creative. I rock with that. So I'm talking about empathy right now, right? You ever like felt bad for somebody and you just want to help them and you just want to be there and you want to assist them, and they be like, what you need help with? And I feel like we're enabling people in a way if we help them. And I'm not saying, you can be called to help somebody if you're specialized in that field. But another part of me is like, if you're helping that person, you're stopping them from their their lessons, their spiritual lessons. We're stopping them from achieving their growth. It's like they sign up to have this type of experience, and you stepping in, you messing up their whole experience because you're not making it, you're not giving them that full taste, you over here trying to make it easy for them, but they did not sign up for easy. They you know they like, I have to, you got to be real because they're not learning their true lessons. And you can say it about motherhood, you can say it about anything. If you're stepping in and you're not allowing them to have those experiences and go through tough times, they're not going to appreciate the times when things are good and bountiful. they won't know how to experience those things. And I find myself stepping in and trying to assist people too much, because I do have a good heart and I do want to help people and I do have a helping hand. And that's just the way I am, because I just, you know, that's just the way I am. But I had to like really, really learn that, like, just because I see that they need help, it doesn't mean that I'm supposed to be there to help them and assist them all of the way. And not only that, who's to say that what I want from them for them is better? Like, these people chose to be in that type of predicament. And even if you try to help somebody, you ever try to help somebody and they go back to the same old predicament in the same old frequency? And you're like, I just wasted my time. And I'm just saying, who are we to tell people that how you're living is bad? It's not on us to do that. I don't think we should do that. I think, because those people are going to want to go live their lives the way they want to. And we can't necessarily, we could give them, provide them solutions, but it's up to them. But who are we to tell them what they should or should not do? When they get older, they will experience the repercussions for that. So Candy Cane said, I made that mistake with my sister and her first child. I basically raised that girl, so my sister thought being a mother was easy. So she went and had four more. See, Candy Cane, you right there. That's a perfect example, right? That's it. And I can say for myself, for my experience, right? Because I have a son, and if I had help with my son and somebody was there all the time, then I'll probably be like, oh, this motherhood thing is not so bad. And I would try to go have some more kids. But I actually had to be there full time for my son. So I know how hard it is to raise a child alone. It's not easy. He said there is a tool to check what the frequency levels are on different instruments. Yeah, there are. There are. So yeah, that's why I was like, do not interfere with other people's lessons here on earth. Do not allow those people to have their lessons here on earth. Allow those people to go through their trials and tribulations because that's what they came here for. They came here to go through that so they can experience the higher realms. We don't know what people signed up for when they came here on earth. Some people be like, I want to go through the trenches of life so that when I get my spiritual wings, I could be up there. We don't know what these people signed up for. So for us to come in and interfere and stop it, like, I don't think we should do that. We should allow things to play out. Some things we can say, oh, that was wrong, or we can't be judgmental. I learned that, like, even in my job right now, like being in finances, most of these people like are just crazy. You meet the most craziest people in finances and it would just blow your mind. Like, you would just be like, wow, like, and there's some things you could learn from them too. Like, I've met like I have a client who have like almost $1 million invested with us. And this man that has money coming in every single month, his account is like maybe like 100, $200,000 in his account. And you know what this dude does? He only spends $200 a month. $200 a month, and he lives like a poor person, like buying canned food and all this. And he like when I go see him, he'd be like, "Do you want some canned food, or do you want this? I have this." And I just be like, and I'm like, who am I to judge him if that's the way he wants to live? Sometimes I ask him questions, to get his brain to think, but he's gonna go back and live the way he wants to live. And I can't get mad at that. I just leave him alone. Like, I could probably be like, I don't understand it, but from his point of view, he's living he's living life. This is the life he wants to live. He likes it. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna just leave him alone because I can't. But it's like, who are we to judge people based on how they want to live, their circumstances, the things that they're going through? Some people chose to do that, and we just gotta allow people to do that. Allow them to live the way they want to live. Because if they wanted to make those changes, they would have. It's not on us to do that. It's on them to do it. He said, canned foods reminds me of food banks. Ha ha ha. Canned foods remind you of food banks? That is so funny. It does. But in some cases, yeah. I remember when I was in school, we used to have like a food drive and we had to go collect canned foods from everywhere. And the amount of cans you brought in, sometimes they'll give you a pizza party, or they'll be like, your class got the most cans, or we had stuff like that fun in school where we would do stuff like that. Oh, hey, gas mask, how are you? I know people be like, how come you don't throw wrenches? I have to go on my phone to give everybody a wrench. But yeah, so I was just talking about, not playing into people's circumstances, If that's how people want to live, allow people to live the way they want to live. Of course they're going to have chaos. And of course we don't want to live like that. But if they want to do it, who are we to judge? You know? And not only that, is like we creating the judgments in our heads, and then when we judge them and we walk around with that judgment, that causes disharmony in us also. And all this disharmony and all these things in your mind and your thoughts, something has to play out. Like energy has to be pushed forward, you know? Energy was cultivated. It has to play out. So and I know people be like, I be on my spiritual stuff, but this is like, yeah, this is the stuff I like. Like, I really like it and I dig this because this is like tapping into your spiritual side and tapping into frequency and tapping into all of these things. It just makes life more fun. It makes it so that the cards are in your favor. It makes it so that you have more power, you know? Because if you just tap into the physical, you'll see the physical and you'll be like, I am so much at a disadvantage. But when you take away the physical and you tap into the spiritual and then you tap into frequency, you'd be like, you know what? It's not so bad. You know what? I could do it. You know what? I'm just probably a frequency away. You know what? I can write this out. It's not so bad, you know? But when you tap into the physical, oh my God. Woo, you about to go through the trenches. You about to be in there. So yeah, you just don't. So if you want to tap in and you want to make life easier, tap into the physical. I mean, tap into the spiritual and tap into frequency. And what I mean is frequency. Frequency is the way you feel, your baseline frequency, how you wake up, the things that you think about, You want to have that internal joy like all the time so that, and people, the universe will test you. Oh my God, the universe will test you so bad. They have to test this new frequency of yours. Are you really it? Are you saying who you truly are? The universe will test you. Oh my God. So you make sure if you gonna tap into it, you gotta be like, okay. And you have to know that people are gonna test you. People are gonna test you. The universe is gonna test you. You know, other people might come in and test you. Your job might test you. People on your job may test you. They want to test this new frequency of yours. Are you who you truly say you are? That's what they gonna do. So yes, new age frequency is here, but we got to tap into it. Like we all could tap into it, and people are tapping into it today. We're seeing people living their best lives today. Some of these people don't even work. And what I mean by like work, I mean working hard. Like most of these people are doing the things that they love to do. So it doesn't seem like work at all. And we could do it too. So yeah, new age frequency is here. I'm all for the new age era. And I'm not saying the old ages isn't anything bad because yes, the old age is good because it builds up consistency. It shows us, if we have consistency and we have goals and we go about it every day, we could achieve it. But I'm talking about tapping into something that's much easier and more fulfilling. Hey, next level. Frequency is a way of describing the quality of energy you're operating from. Yes, you can say that. Yes, yes, you can say that. Because if you're cool, calm, and collective, people will be like, you know what, that person is chill. You know what, they got a good frequency. You know what, I could chill around them. They not gonna spaz out. I could say things, and they not gonna take it personal. Maybe I could even open up because it's inviting. And next level says frequency is a spiritual signature of your inner world. Oh my gosh, I like this. We gotta go to I like this a lot. This is bars. Yeah. Frequency is the spiritual signature of your inner world. Yeah. You can tell when some people start talking, you be like, oh my God, we about to listen to a whole page of disharmony coming up right here. And you get your pen and your paper ready because some people got a whole life story they gonna tell you about their disharmony and the things they've been through in their life, and you're just like, oh my God. And some people be talking like they still living there, and you just be like, and then you wonder, you be like, okay, that makes sense, you know, that makes sense the way that they operated and where they're coming from. So, so this is really true. Yeah, frequency is a spiritual signature of your inner world. So you guys, if you guys want to, I'm gonna drop the link. And if you guys want, you guys can come up and then I'll get on camera because I am on camera. I just decided to put this overview on so I can stay focused and I can talk to the people. Because sometimes when I be talking, I be like thinking and you know. But yeah, I was talking about new age era of frequency. Yeah, we are in the new age era. And I just feel like for me, life just got easier for me. Like I could never go back to my old life. And I don't even know how to go back. Like I don't see myself doing certain things. I don't see myself entertaining certain people. I just don't. Like I just feel like yeah, I just tapped into a whole new world and a whole new era. But yeah, I just came up here for the peoples because I wanted to shoot the shit with y'all and let you guys know that I am still going live. And even though I didn't put on a full show, I did still show up here and I gave you guys a message and something to ponder on, as you go through life and you go through your day by day. This was my message to you, like frequency. Where are you operating from? How are you feeling today? What are the things that you strongly feel about? And if you truly feel strongly about something that's negative, how can you turn that strong feeling into something you feel strongly about that is positive? But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I just wanted to come on here and speak my piece. Shout out to Next Level, Candy Cane. Shout out to A Dub. Shout out to Broccoli Style. Shout out to you. Shout out to Blueberry. Yakia. Shout out to Gas Mask. Shout out to A Dub. A Dub is the man, always the man. Shout out to Candy Cane. You know, I love Candy Cane. She is very smart and intelligent. Shout out to Big Giz. You know, when he starts talking, he can say some things, you know. Shout out to Oscar Rodriguez. Yes, Oscar, I could click on your comment and I could say something and I could put it up on the screen. Yeah, and shout out to DJ Witch Doctor. DJ Witch Doctor is a really balanced person, and you know, he will listen to you and he will draw his conclusions, but he's really balanced in the way he thinks. He's not too judgmental, but he will listen to see where you're coming from. And shout out to the most impressive Huscular Muscular, #1 on the mic, always speaking that good stuff. And he has a sound that's really good. If you guys hear him talk, you'd probably be like, he deserves to be on a radio show. But that was it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. I guess I will catch you guys on my next one, or you guys will probably see me out there, maybe on somebody's panel. But all right, thank you. Hold on, I was about to end the show, but A-Dub, you know, A-Dub is such a sweetheart, and he sent me a donation. So shout out to A-Dub. A-Dub, if you still watching, I love you. And here go the money song for you.
Give it up. It's a stick up, hard rock, give it up. It's a stick up, hard rock, give it up. It's a stick up, hard rock, give it up. Walked in here with 50 cent, trying to walk out with $1 million. A girl can dream. My man here trying to get the green. Y'all already rich, might as well gon' give me a little bit.